Howdy, Coach Phil again. Today I'm in the office, so with my boy back here, my trophy that I won over 20 years ago, my foray into powerlifting. Um, Today I don't know if I'm how really to say this best, but I figure, well, let me be upfront with you. Um, I've been making some other videos. I have a plan for another, I guess, experiment, more research because I'm a researcher. Is what I do. Um, and this one I'm going to be updating you on. I've been doing some videos. I haven't edited them yet. I want to try to make something look a little bit more professional. So, Phil, why are you putting this video on? It doesn't look professional. Glad you asked. This is to let you know I have another. I made another channel. I'm going to try to have this channel and a backup channel. But I have really two things that I'm kind of passionate about. That both the research about research. One is the physical, I guess, fitness training, weightlifting, nutrition, supplementation type of thing. But the other that I really haven't talked about much is the spiritual side. My wife knows about this very well. I like to consider myself a spiritual person, but it doesn't really matter what I consider myself to be. Truth is what matters. So what I am, I need to just say it's facts. Uh, I certainly want to be a spiritual man. I like to think scripturally as best I can, and I've tried to, put myself in line with what the Bible says, again, as best I can. Um, Knowing that I'm imperfect, and that's not an excuse, but it's just a fact. That being said, up until now, for over 40 years, I've been one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I haven't been disfellowshipped yet, but I can imagine it's a matter of, I don't know. I haven't been really going to the meetings like that. I do have an issue that, again, this is another reason why I'm making the other channel to go over that sort of thing. Um, a lot of things, that about as far as Jehovah's Witnesses are concerned, as a people, generally, they're great people. They're among the best you'll find on the planet. The leadership, different story altogether. Uh, and the leadership exacts more than just exclusive devotion. I mean, you can't dare. It's like an unwritten rule. Don't you dare question. And they call themselves the faithful, discreet slave. Uh, Again, I've written a letter to the branch, and a copy of that letter I also sent to the elders in my congregation. I hesitate to call it my congregation. It's not mine. It's their congregation. I mean, I was just a member there. And I guess I won't be for long because, again, you are never to question the slave. Well, I more than question the slave. That, as far as the Bible is concerned, I'll present my argument in on the other channel. But suffice to say, I've written a letter pretty much explaining to them what I've found in the Bible. Doesn't matter, again, doesn't matter what I say. It matters what the Bible says, because that's where we get God's thoughts. And they, they're no more the faithful and discreet slave than I am. I'll say it that way. That said, there's a fellow, Raymond France, wrote a book, Crisis of Conscience, which I didn't really even think much about. I kind of had heard about it, but I've met with the elders like 4 times because I wrote a letter to the branch back in January of this year. It's 2019. It's October now. And 4 times I've met with them. It's about the letter, but up until a few months ago, I'd say, I really believed it was God's organization. That's what I said. So I guess that's why I haven't been disfellowshipped, because I sound like I'm still drinking the Kool-Aid. But no longer am I drinking the Kool-Aid. So I don't expect to be a member there. whether it's me saying, hey, I'm out of here, or more likely I would say they'd say, yo, buddy, you either toe the line or you're out. I expect to hear that. I'm pretty sure that because the branch never bothered answering me before, why would they? I'm beneath them, I believe. So, at any rate, though, not everything that the Watchtower says is a lie. Um, I've heard people say something that even the devil can tell the truth sometimes. It's not so much that. It's just that, again, there are things that they teach that are clearly not scriptural. There are practices that are clearly not scriptural. And to stay there is to support that. And I can't remember the fellow's name, is XJW Analyzer. Made a video about people leaving. It was a book about people leaving, and I made a comment on that video about, why leave? Why don't you just try to fight from within? The leadership worked very hard. They're very good at it, brainwashing people. If you find that you think you're in an organization or religion that's teaching the truth, and you find out no, they're not. First thing you want to do is you want to tell your family. You want to tell somebody, hey, look what I found. Look what the Bible says. This is not. Well, that's what they train people to. There's a trigger, like a brainwash. If anybody comes to them saying anything other than what was taught by the faithful and discreet slave, they're to shut down. They treat you like you are shunned, and oh boy, don't you come talk to me. I'll share that again on the other channel, but suffice. I'm just saying this now, here on this channel. I guess kind of to introduce you, to the other channel. And my wife and I, we have wonderful discussions. Hopefully, I'll be able to introduce you to my wife. I think she's as cute as a button. And she's smart. She's funny. I know, right? I sound kind of mushy. Okay, so I sound mushy. I'm a Hallmark card, I guess. I don't know. I'm really fascinated with this woman. She's wonderful. She's all of that. And a bag of chips, as we would have said back in the 80s. But we don't say that now because we do keto and chips ain't low carb. So anyway, there's another guy though, Jamie Bigham. Great. Did you see that? I didn't. Maybe he's listening through my old iMac. Jamie. Anyway, I don't think he's a Jehovah's Witness, and I'm not going to be a Jehovah's Witness apologist. But I'll tell you this much, just as a bit of a, I don't know if you want to call it a teaser, but 1914, Jehovah's Witnesses are not wrong when it comes to 607 being, here's the problem. I've heard a lot of controversy. What did God say? Did they count 607 as the year Jerusalem was destroyed? Well, if that's the case, yeah, I could see where there would be an issue and controversy, because Jerusalem was not destroyed in 607 or 610 or 605, or it's probably finally destroyed around 587, 586. It's when the temple was destroyed. But what was the prophecy? What did Jehovah say in Jeremiah, the 25th chapter? Yeah, sorry, I'm old now. See here, so I got to do this sometimes to see up close. 25th chapter, verse 8. Therefore, this is what Jehovah's army says. Now I'm reading it out of the New World Translation. Not the old Jehovah Witness Bible, I guess, but again, we talk about that too, other channel. But because you did not obey my words, I am sending for all the armies of the north, declares Jehovah, sending for King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, my servant, and I will bring him against this land. Verse 11, and all this land, meaning Jerusalem, Judah, will be reduced to ruins and become an object of horror. And these nations, the northern and the southern kingdom, shall have to serve the king of Babylon for 70 years. Okay. Have to serve the king of Babylon. It didn't mean they were going to be destroyed, and they have to be destroyed for 70 years. And besides, again, I'll save all of that for the other channel. call it a teaser, if you will. Maybe that will be a successful channel. I'm hoping. But that King Jehoiakim, not Jehoiakim, was serving the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar. True, Nebuchadnezzar's father may not have died until 605, but he was acting as king before that. And why do you say that, Phil? Well, let's see what the Bible record says on that, shall we? Oops, sorry. That was Daniel. In 2 Kings, chapter 24. I'm going to hurry up. I don't want to take too long. In Jehoiakim's days, King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon came against him, and Jehoiakim became his servant for 3 years. Serving the king of Babylon. You can do some research as to when Jehoiakim was king. You got about 70 years, from 537 or so, when Cyrus overthrew Babylon. It wasn't long after that, okay, Israel's considered free, right? Judah is free. They can all go back. Okay, 70 years. Why 70 years? Because that's what God said. Whatever we say, oh, this was destroyed, that was destroyed. He said, serve the king of Babylon for 70 years. He didn't necessarily say, you have to be destroyed for 70 years. And at any rate, as far as he was concerned, the temple worship was destroyed. It was done. They had abandoned him. So, enough said. I'm not an apologist, but on that count, they weren't wrong. So, we'll go from there as to why that matters for 1914 or how you get to that in the next channel on another video, okay? Meanwhile, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate your patience. I dance around a lot, and for that I apologize, but it's more my brain works. It's a little funny in there. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you on the other channel. In the meantime, be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.